Okay, I know. You see a YouTube video about kart racing games and then realize that the channel in question has a Sonic profile picture. Yes, this is just an excuse for me to talk about the new Sonic Racing game. Kart races are probably the most welcoming game to anyone. It's easy enough for young gamers and people who've never played a video game before to pick up and have a fun time, and also offer a lot of depth and challenge for the hardcore gamers out there. They're usually as wide as a lake and as deep as one too, the good kart racers though. As popular as the genre is, 2025 seems to mark a great switch, pun intended, in the genre, since the premier kart racing series, Mario Kart, got a brand new release this year alongside the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2 in June, marking the first brand new Mario Kart game since 2014, that long ago. I know people were saying that the wait from GTA 5 to GTA 6 or Skyrim to whenever the Elder Scrolls 6 is going to release is long, but dude, this is almost just as bad. Anyways, kart racers. What are they? Kart racers are driving games, but taking out the complexity of a hardcore driving sim and making it accessible for anyone to play. You got your accelerate button, brake button, and drift, which act as the primary ways for you to maneuver your vehicle. No gear changing or the like, although there is still quite some depth in these games, as you can optimize the kart a lot with these three core mechanics. Kart racers also typically have items for you to use, adding an element of luck to bridge the skill gap between skilled players and newcomers, blue shells and the like. There's also some customizability in kart racers, as each kart excels in different aspects, and characters also have their own classes that further affect how the car operates. Was that a simple enough explanation of the kart racing genre? Great. Now, let me talk about Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Now, if you were to tell me upon the launch of the Switch 2 that a non-Mario Kart game would be the best kart racer this year, I would not have believed you. Fortunately, I am a Sonic fan, so this outcome is even better. But okay, first things first. Although the new Mario and Sonic games are kart racers, they are both quite different, so it is hard to nail down which is better, as you might see on socials and the like. However, as a Sonic fan, and Crossworlds being fun, that's my pick. I've only actually played two of Sonic's racing spin-off games, which were Sonic Riders and Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, both of which I had super fond memories playing when growing up. I wouldn't be surprised if Riders was actually my very first Sonic game, so seeing the extreme gear from Riders make a comeback in this game, yeah, that was pretty cool. Honestly, I could really gush about all the respect the game gives to Sonic's history, because this game loves Sonic. The rival system that has unique dialogue between each and every character that leads to fun interactions and referencing older titles, a love for Sonic Unleashed, which actually might be a con for the game, since Unleashed representation in this game thwarts all other games in terms of representation. What do you mean that Sonic Riders only has one stage in this game, while Unleashed has like 5? I'm not really complaining, but minor complaint in terms of representation. Oh, and the music. Now, I'm a bit out of the loop on what the general consensus on the soundtrack is, but for me personally, this is peak. Sand Road, banger. Kronos Island, heavenly. Wonder Museum, wondrous. My favorite track though might be a hot take, since it's basically one of my favorite genres of music, being hard dance, and that is White Cave. It goes hard, like so hard. White Cave is also probably my favorite stage, and I am absolutely fuming that every single time that this shows up in the Crossworld section, that no one picks it. White Cave, man, it's just so peak. Please guys, just use White Cave a bit more often. Anyways, gameplay, yeah, this game is great. Coming from Mario Kart, the drift does feel a bit off, but after getting used to it, I can't go back to Mario Kart, so there is a gadget system here that lets you tweak how your car handles, maybe giving you more slipstream behind cars, increased handling, a monster truck item at the start. There are also stickers and decals to deck out your car. Pretty neat if you ask me, and gives you a lot more player expression compared to Mario Kart World. There's also car customization. Very in-depth car customization, different vehicle types with varying parts and strengths, and add this with the gadget system, no two cars can be alike, as you fit each vehicle to your liking, your style of play, again, unlike Mario Kart World. The biggest change in Sonic Racing Crossworlds, however, as I alluded to a bit earlier, is that on the second lap, player in first gets the choice between two racetracks to travel to, one predetermined one and one random one. And the chosen one is where the second lap of the race will take place, before you're sent back to the original track for the third lap. This mechanic is incredible. Maybe it gives a skilled player a better choice to choose a track based on their liking, and judging by how it is online, I'm convinced people only choose the tracks based on vibes. Yes, I am one of those people. I will choose Cyberspace and Dragon Road whenever I see them, and of course White Cave if I'm in first. It really spices up the gameplay, making each race super unique, and the chaos is beautiful. A lot more fun than driving in a straight line in another certain racing game. Okay, enough with the overt critical takes on Mario Kart World. Let me say, first, it's a great game. Secondly, I do think this is arguably the best controlling and feeling kart racer ever made. It just feels perfect, and how are you telling me that there is rail grinding and wall riding here and not in a Sonic game? Okay Mario, I see you. The level design on average is better than Sonic's, and the soundtrack is astronomical. There are 200 plus songs here, and although I do prefer the EDM in Sonic, I will say that World's soundtrack is impressive extremely. But in the months after Mario Kart World, I just didn't see much reason to revisit the game in its current state. It has an open world to unlock collectibles in, but didn't give you a map to show which collectibles you've already unlocked. It has multiple characters, but they're unlocked in a very weird way. Still, after so many months of playing this game, I have yet to unlock Fishbone, and the game released in June. And then there is the online problems. At first, when people were talking about the problem of empty lobbies, I thought people were just being doomer, because whenever I booted up Knockout mode, lobbies were mostly full, and on another tangent, Knockout mode, being basically a battle royale but in kart racing, is absolutely the best kart racing mode of all time. But when I booted up normal races a few weeks back, they were right. Lobbies were mostly empty, and those that did play were players that are far too good at this game. And of course, the issue of the game trying its absolute best to make you play on its intermission courses, which is basically a glorified straight line. Mario Kart World had the potential to be one of the best kart racers ever made. However, it stumbled in many areas. It fumbled an open goal, and Sonic Racing Crossworlds took advantage of that by offering a great overall kart racing package with the added DLC characters with Minecraft, Pac-Man, SpongeBob, Hatsune Miku. I do see Sonic Racing having the longer legs in the longevity of the game. But regardless, continue on, with Kirby Air Riders releasing next month, albeit not a true kart racer, but I do think that a lot of kart racing enthusiasts will pick this game up. This game looks stellar. Every time they show us new gameplay of it, I get more and more excited. The added bonus is that this is a Sakurai game, and Sakurai, yeah, that guy doesn't miss. So with these games, I do think 2025 has been a solid year for kart racers. In fact, a very good year. Golden age even. Okay, maybe not. Mario Kart 8 and 8 Deluxe is still the best kart racer out there, but having two very good kart racing games released this year, with a very promising Kirby game coming up next month, yeah, I think they're back. Both Mario and Sonic's respective games offer something different. World offers a vast world for you to just play around while watching a YouTube video or something, and due to the Switch's ease for local co-op, World is the de facto party game, whereas Sonic, at least for me, is a game that I'll be booting up and picking up to grind out a few ranks at night, or whenever the limited festival cosmetics get released. They literally added Joker Persona 5 to the game, like after I finished recording this. Joker Persona 5, this is a crazy lineup, literally the Smash Bros of kart racers. Okay, that's about it. Thanks for watching the video. Kart racers are back, we got a good Mario game, we've got a good Sonic game, and we got a good Kirby game coming out, and that's all for me. See you in the next one. Storm out.